Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of Redneck Solutions. I wish I'd have had these cameras back when we started this pool. It was all growed up in trees and all, but we got her back going, and now I'm having an issue. It's not done it yet. We just put the cover on this thing this past weekend, but last year water kept puddling up there, and I tried figuring out something without going to buy a pump. I got all kind of stuff laying around here, so I'm just going to try to figure up something, and I think I've got me an idea, and we're going to try it and see. I mean, we won't be able to see it because there ain't no water on it. I ain't going to put no water on it because I think it's supposed to rain all week next week, so I'm going to get this thing done. We might shoot a video later, see how it's working, but we're going to walk up here and get our stuff. Alright, what I've come up with is I had this old piece of conduit laying around. Last year when I was making something up, it kept wanting to flop. The old hoses that I got, they're all stiff and stuff, and then these little pumps wouldn't stay up, and I was having trouble. So what I'm going to do, I think I can cut half of this off, this bell end, and I've got an old bilge pump from a boat. I think I can mount that thing in there when I cut that off, and you know, the clips are broke. I'm gonna have to fasten that somehow too, but I'm gonna run the hoses in the pipe. That ought to keep it from twisting and all, plus that gives me some weight. When it sets on the concrete on one side, it gives it a little weight for the middle to sink down, so all the water will come there. And this is an automatic bilge pump. I've got a little 12-volt power supply instead of having a battery down there, which you could do a battery and a little cheap solar charger, because like I say, it's only going to run whenever the water's deep enough and make this float work. I don't know if y'all know how automatic works, but it's got this little cylinder right here. It's got a little float in it. You can probably hear it. But when the water gets up so high, that float comes up just like a toilet. You know how a toilet goes up and then it cuts off? Well, this goes up and pump out the water so it don't get too deep and sink your boat, what it's originally designed for. But let's see how this will work. Alright, what we're going to do now, we're going to get these holes drilled up, get this hose pushed through the pipe, get the bottom plate bracket bolted together so it holds it in place. Well, I don't know about y'all, but that looks pretty daggone good. And I don't know how much y'all had dealing with wire welder, but when you run out of wire, you got a little bit of waste there. It makes for a good tie wire. And with that lever being broke holding that thing in there, I think that's what we're going to do with it. Let's get this wire pushed in here and figure out these connections. We're going to have to test this because I'm not sure which wire goes where by the colors. And without looking it up, we could always look on YouTube and do crosses. But I'll explain in a minute what we're talking about. We'll go ahead and strip these wires out of them. Alright. On your pump, you got three wires. One's brown with a white, one's brown with a black, one's just brown. One of them's ground, and one of them you hook to a switch. You can turn power on to the switch and it comes on with the switch. The other one makes it automatic, so it works for this. When you're in a boat, you can hook up both. You can hook up the switch and the automatic, and that way if it's setting higher like it may be here, you can turn it on and suck it on down. Or if you're going to be having your boat on the water and docked up or somewhere and not paying attention and it rains, it automatically pumps it out to keep the boat from sinking. But just a little power inverter. It takes AC, 120 volts, and drops it, transforms it down to 12 volt DC, and we're just going to speed up this little testing process. All I was doing was finding out which was the ground and all that. Comes to find out, the brown with the black is the ground. The brown with the white is the one you go to with the switch. The one with the solid brown is the one we're going to use for the automatic. So let's get her done. Hello guys. Well, it's been raining for about 4 days now, and I'm just going to give an update on the pool pump. This is what we're looking at. Sorry about that, fellas. Whenever I flipped that phone around, it went sideways on me, and the sound went all crazy. But that's the finished product. We got a good stream of water coming out of it, and if you like the video, hit that subscribe button down there and give us a like. There's the stream of water coming out. We'll be looking to do some more. But y'all be safe and get up and do something. Thank you.